আপনারা দেখছেন ILFL Soccer Night.
Welcome back. It's the final section of the ILFL Soccer Night show live on NTV, and also for you live we now have the Interleague Champions Cup quarter-final draw, and I've been looking forward to this one because we've got 8 teams in it that are of the highest calibre. Very strong tournament we have this season. I don't really want to say any more, but look forward to see who's going to be in it. So, who's stepping up to do this one? We've got Nanu and Cameras are stepping up to do this draw. Remember, we've only got 2 teams from the ILFL left in this now. So good luck to you both, Stepney and Bromley. Let's see how much further you can get in. You can have a little comment on who you draw in this one if you like, Salam. So without further ado, Jermaine, I know from the Hackney and Leighton League, is a little bit poorly. Get well soon, Jermaine. But if you're watching, here's your moment to see how well your Hackney and Leighton teams do. Nanu, if you can draw the home team and Cameras will draw away, give the hat a little shake and call out the first name.
There you go. The first team is Bromley.
Bromley. So here we go.
I think it ties in with my pitch.
Out of the hat first, no point waiting. Get yourselves on the board and you will be up against
FC Bartlett.
FC Bartlett. Good tie. FC Bartlett are currently 4th in the Hackney and Leighton League, so they're no mugs. They'll be turning up to give Bromley a very tough game. Next out of the hats,
MK Galacticos.
MK Galacticos, the Milton Keynes Stars, who came down the M1 to get an impressive 4-2 victory against West End last time. They'll be back again to take on
Clapton Rangers.
Now there, it was probably the tie of the round. Clapton Rangers are running away with the Premier Division. They played 10 games, only lost 1. They've got 27 points in that Hackney and Leighton League. They are the best team in the Hackney and Leighton League so far, and they're going to be playing the best from Milton Keynes. The next tie.
It's Goa All-Stars.
The Goa All-Stars. Another team top of their table. The Musical League, the Goa All-Stars are top of that table. So who will they be up against?
Stepney.
Stepney. Another great tie. 2 teams riding high in their respective leagues. I expect these games to go all the way. I don't think there's a standout team at the moment from any of those ties. That leaves the last 2, and they are
Tottenham Phoenix.
Tottenham Phoenix, another one from the Hackney and Leighton League, not having a great time in their league at the moment, but they'll be looking forward to this round of the Cup because they'll be up against
Current champions, London Meteors.
London Meteors. Need I say more? Standout team, dominant, but it'll be a good game between those 2 teams. Thank you very much, gentlemen. There it is. The Interleague Champions Cup quarter-final draw in its entirety is Bromley versus FC Bartlett, MK Galacticos v Clapton Rangers, Goa All-Stars versus Stepney, and Tottenham Phoenix versus London Meteors. So I have to turn to you, Salam, at first. You're up against FC Bartlett. I mean, it is what it is. There's no team that you did or did not want to meet. They've all got to be beaten.
We've had an up and down season. I think the Champions Cup is what we're looking forward to. I think the boys are, so to say, hungry from the last game. They probably haven't eaten yet. so they'll be looking forward to it. The players, some of them suffering a few injuries, but we're hoping the New Year's break, Christmas break gives them a bit of fitness boost, and we go into the new year looking forward to it.
How much of a lift does it give you from that last game? Because remember, that went all the way.
Last game, I was actually there, and last 10 minutes, we got back into the game, took it to penalties. Keeper made some wonderful saves, 4 penalty saves, and he still couldn't believe that we went to sudden death. but he made last few saves, and that's it, we were through. It was a great relief, but I think the boys are now starting to believe in them. We've got a few new players, youngsters coming from the Bromley Juniors team, so to say, so they're trying to blend in with the senior team as well. So fingers crossed on this one. Hopefully they'll make it a
There
good
you go.
game.
I think it's a good tie for you. It'll be a good game, and hopefully you can come out on top. MK Galacticos against Clapton Rangers Cameras. For me, that's probably the standout tie of the round.
It is. It's very mouthwatering, isn't it? And I'm sure Alam is watching now, preparing his 18-man squad, and maybe adding a few more on there. But yeah, I mean, they will come as a force, MK, and obviously we know how good Clapton are. So that's a game to watch, and it's going to be very, very good.
Very good indeed. Nanu, Go All Stars and Stepney. Like I said, two teams at the top of their respective divisions. It's only goal difference that separates Stepney and the rest, but another big game. A tough one for Stepney?
It is going to be a tough one for Stepney, but I have to say, Stepney did really well previous season to reaching the finals. This season, they seem to be more prepared, and they're doing ever so well as well. And Go, as we know, I mean, they're at the top of their own league as well, so it is going to be a clash of the titans, I think.
Something's got to give, isn't it? I mean, Stepney are unbeaten all season so far.
Yeah, they are, and I think they want to keep this momentum going, and I think they will do everything they can to keep the momentum going, because they want to be in it. And they're in various other cups, and they're on the league, on the division as well, right at the top, you know, with Tigers joint top, so they're challenging, and a major shift from the previous season, and I think they're going to do quite well. But having said that, you know, you're talking about goers here. You know, I mean, they're doing ever so well as well. I mean, what makes this league so exciting is that you've got all of these top teams, and you can never tell what they're going to come with. You know, we talk about the Black Meteors, and we talk about MK Galacticos, and everybody talks about those teams. It is really difficult to predict, and usually I do predict based on stats and previous results, but in this Interleague Champions Cup, it is so difficult to predict what's going to happen.
Is it on the day where, however the wind blows?
It can be, especially in a tournament like this, very difficult to predict. As I was going to say with Phoenix and Meteors, I mean, although is that one a little bit more clear-cut? I know they're coming from the same league, same division. Tottenham Phoenix against Meteors are the holders and were ominous in the previous round.
Yeah, they were absolutely strong. But I mean, Tottenham Phoenix, they showed they can play a physical game, and I think out of the four ties, that is going to be one physical game. I mean, I'd love to see how but I can't see there being many goals flying in. I think it's just going to be a case of who's stronger. I mean, you know, that's the only way I can see that one. And I think I might sort of take my time out to focus on that game during the fixtures, because that just looks like something where you can sort of see the strength in midfield, strength in attack, seeing whose one comes out on top. So that's going to be an interesting tie.
I was just going to say, Cameras, I was just going to say, apart from the biased opinion I was going to get here, how do we feel the ILFL teams are going to do?
I think they've got good ties. Obviously, it's a cup competition. And it's not just any cup competition. It's the cream of the cream. I think both Bromley and Stepney have good ties, because the likes of Clapton Rangers and London Meteors are really strong.
They are.
So I think what Bromley and Stepney need to do is obviously prepare for the fixture. I mean, all the, you know, if you look at the left and the right, the teams are fairly balanced.
They are.
I don't think anybody is any stronger than anybody else, you know, with their respective ties. So I think it's there for anybody to win, and like Salam said, you know, they're hungry, so they'll come out to prove a point. They've won this competition once already, so they now need to come back and show they're worthwhile the second time round as well.
It's tough. I would hate to call it, apart from to say I will do my very best to make sure that I'm watching at least one of those games, because I think there's going to be some cracking football played on the day. 18th of January for those fixtures, weather permitting. As we also say, it's the Interleague Champions Cup quarter-final. Good luck to those 8 teams taking part. It's going to be great. Make sure you're well prepared, and we look forward to talking about it on the show on the 19th. That's our 3 draws done and out of the way. What's left for us to talk about? Well, it's this, and it's taken us a little while to get there, but now we can say at long last the ILFL Veterans League is coming soon to a pitch near you. And to tell us a little bit more about that, I will have to turn to our chairman again, Cameras, to give us what information you can, and then Nano, and then you can just back us up with some stats.
Well, I think we've delayed the league by almost a month, so we really need to get going. We've penciled in the 8th of January to start, and I think we will start. And I'm, you know, if our friends at the council and the mayor is watching, you know, please send us the email to confirm that we got the booking, so we can give the teams that confirmation as well. But I mean, regardless of what happens, 8th is the day we plan to start, and it will start.
No, we've been on this show previously talking about the teams that are taking part and the extended family that there is now within the Vets League. So a little bit more passion to be had on a Thursday night.
A lot more passion. We've come a long way since the first season that we started the Veterans. You know, we had 8 teams, and the excitement that it generated, and it's just unbelievable. You know, I mean, the new spread. I mean, today we're more than double in size, and I'm not going to be a killjoy and not mention all of the good things. I want the league to speak for itself. I mean, you talk to anyone who participates in this league, I mean, they'll tell you the same thing. It's unparalleled to any other divisions. You know, you can compare it with the Sunday leagues, but it's more exciting and it's more fun. And it's that age group that it targets. You know, it's the veterans, it's the over 35s. Those are the people who sort of started a family and they're very relaxed, they stop football and they become unhealthy, and that's the age that they go out of shape. You know, that's the age group that we're targeting. And I think it's wonderful because a lot of people are coming out of it so much fitter and happier and healthier. And those people, they've got young kids, and those young kids are watching their dads play football, and they're getting into it as well, into the habit of, you know, a sporting life. So everybody asks, everybody who participates, people who stand and watch, they all tell you the same thing. It's a fantastic project, and everybody should, even if you're not playing, come and watch, and you'll know. Worst case scenario, you'll find somebody who you haven't seen for 10 years.
Absolutely, that's exact. That is something. There's a social aspect to it. We started with Vets footage. We've ended talking about the upcoming Vets League, which is going to start. We've had the cup draws to start. It's a new year to look forward to, and some new challenges, maybe the same old challenges, but we're looking forward to talking about new teams, and we never know what's going to happen with the football we look forward to. We've come to the end of the show, so thanks to Salam again. Don't forget, Bromley by Bow, Axis Foundation /minibus. Get on there, press a button, vote, 5 seconds, and you've done your bit. My thanks to Hasnat, to Nano, and to cameras for being on the show, to you guys for watching, to all those behind the green screen back there who make the show possible for you to watch us talking about you. It's about football, ILFL football in your community. We're all out of time. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a great Christmas, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, good night.